The one fight between like guys who retired and came back that I'm still interested in seeing is him and Manny. And I know they're going to do that on Netflix.
Floyd.
I think that's still a high level fight though. That's what I love about it. Because I think Manny is still a high level fighter. And Floyd, even in these exhibitions that he's been doing,
He be looking good, huh?
he looks great, man. He looks great in sparring. You see him in sparring, like, good Lord, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's lost a step. I always say that if you wanted to have a style that you emulate where you want to have a great career, look at that guy. Like, really, very few times in his career ever got hurt.
Yeah.
Very, very few. You can count them on one hand.
Yep.
And then when in rematches, oh my God. In rematches, he's always just like, so like Maidana. Like Maidana, the first fight was a rough fight.
Yeah.
Second fight, he looked like a master.
During a new podcast, Joe Rogan analyzes Floyd Mayweather against Manny Pacquiao as well. He forecasts the victor of the bout, and that forecast has stunned many boxing fans.
Is efficient, and he's going to get tired easier. Mayweather is one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer of all time. I say there's a real good argument he's the greatest of all time because he's undefeated, 50-0, and really only been hurt by Sugar Shane Mosley and Maidana, two guys in a spectacular career, 50-0. If you look at his style, he's got a brilliant style. His style is take the minimal amount of damage, find your openings, and then establish your game, and then dominate. He's the most intelligent in terms of his overall strategy to preserve his health, yet to always win. I mean, he's the most intelligent. He's so good. You know, all the greats have suffered losses and setbacks, and except him.
According to Joe Rogan, Floyd Mayweather stands as the greatest boxer ever, such a dominant competitor that fans always hope he'll be beaten, yet it somehow never occurs.
And he's super smart about how he sets up fights. He sets up, one of the things he does is he talks a mess of shit and gets everybody wanting to root for him to lose. He'll show you all his Rolls Royces, he'll show you all his money, he'll show you all his watches, and everybody's like, he's gonna go broke, but he never does. He keeps making money, he keeps making.
He commended Floyd Mayweather's approach in the ring, explaining that he calmly studies his opponent, waits for the right moment, and capitalizes instantly when an opportunity shows up. He noted that this is precisely how Floyd handled his first bout with Manny Pacquiao and believes he would use the same tactic again in a rematch to claim another victory.
Did the Manny Pacquiao in their fight, and you know Manny Pacquiao apparently had a tough shoulder, but that's what he did to Ricky Hatton. Dominated Ricky Hatton, who at the time was, you know, one of the best in the world, and a guy that a lot of people were interested in seeing how he would do against Mayweather. And then the second fight with Maidana, you get to see the brilliance of Mayweather because you knew he got clipped in the first fight. So he digested all of Maidana's movements and what he did wrong in the first fight, and he came out in the second fight and just put on a clinic. He's the best of all time.
Yeah.
The reason why it was close is because Mayweather let him blow his wad.
Right.
He just let him. Look, he clipped Mayweather with a legit left uppercut early in the fight, and I was kind of stunned. I was like, wow.
Floyd Mayweather referring to the rematch as an exhibition ignited significant debate surrounding the bout. However, the situation now appears to be settling down, with reports indicating both camps are close to finalizing the contest. Boxing Scene reported that Manny Pacquiao stated Floyd Mayweather Jr. had officially agreed their September 19th rematch would be a professional boxing match. Meanwhile, Manny also offered additional details during another interview.
The exhibition, or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No, sanctioned match.
Awesome.
Right.
Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. So what would a win over Floyd mean for you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a one.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
I want to teach him a lesson.
Additionally, journalist Lance Pugmire disclosed that Manny Pacquiao informed him that Floyd Mayweather has ultimately stepped forward and accepted the terms of the fight.
Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. we're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done, and I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call Fight Hype Floyd's mouthpiece, but he definitely chooses to talk to Fight Hype first and foremost. And so I think that they want to put their own spin on this and report it their own way. That's fine. And we know that Floyd always wants things on his terms. So he's going to formally announce it whenever he's ready to. But according to Pacquiao, they are happy with where they're at right now with this deal, and having the confirmation from Floyd that the fight is going to be a real fight. Again, September 19th on Netflix at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Manny Pacquiao also confirmed that Sphere will host the rematch, stressing that finances are not a concern despite what some believe. He made it clear the bout is being organized as a huge global spectacle, not restricted by budget limitations.
Dana White said that the production of the Sphere is going to be challenging for you and your team.
Very challenging because big amount of money involved.
A lot of money?
Money.
But it's gonna bring a lot of money.
But it's going to happen, right?
But it's gonna be, it's gonna be good, like beautiful.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Nice.
You guys are gonna break all of Netflix's numbers, man. You guys are gonna break all of Netflix's numbers.
I don't know.
Manny Pacquiao has returned to training alongside legendary coach Freddie Roach, reigniting their iconic partnership ahead of the rematch. The duo has reunited at the renowned Wildcard Boxing Club, where Pacquiao is reportedly back to intense workouts and preparation reminiscent of his prime years. Teofimo Lopez stated that the rematch is clearly more of a spectacle and a financial opportunity for both fighters, but added that it will still be intriguing to watch. He also commended Floyd Mayweather for consistently delivering massive events like this, saying it's the key reason fans continue to tune in.
Mayweather, it's all about the money, entertainment. Entertainment, he deserves it. Both of them do. Manny needs the money to pay the U.S. taxes. It's all love. It's all good entertainment, baby. At least say that.
Did you see all the videos of Floyd saying he's coming back?
Yeah,
What do you think about that? I told about that first.
Tell me about it. But like I said, he even said it's entertaining business, man. Floyd could do whatever he wants, and everybody would still watch him. That's the best thing about.
Joe Rogan said Floyd Mayweather deserves far greater respect, even if many don't openly acknowledge it. Rogan explained that while people often dislike Floyd's personality, they tend to separate that from his true ability inside the ring.
He's a monster. I give him a lot of respect. I do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not a lot of people do, but
They're crazy.
The man's just being him.
Well, he talks a lot of shit, but you got to separate that from what he does.
Yeah, I mean,
like when you watch him fight, the guy is defensively spectacular.
Yeah.
He knows exactly. When you watch the Canelo fight, I've watched the Canelo fight at least 3 times. And when you watch him stand in front of Canelo throws a left, he's over here, he throws a right, he's over here. Pop, take that jab with you.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm back here now. And Canelo is like just whiffing, just throwing punches. You can see the look in his face like, God damn it, I'm in here with a master.
Yeah.
This is a master boxer, and I'm learning to.
Floyd Mayweather's method of promoting fights and handling negotiations has always been calculated and tightly managed. He is recognized for keeping complete control over when and how details are revealed, often postponing official announcements until everything fits his own conditions. Instead of rushing to confirm things publicly, Mayweather usually keeps talks private and strategic, making sure he maintains the upper hand throughout the entire process.
That's where we're at right now. Let's just bide our time, enjoy talking boxing, and then at some point Floyd is going to say, I'm all in.
Yeah, I think Floyd's one of those guys where when it comes to negotiating, he's not going to meet you halfway. He wants you to come over to his side of the table, and then when he's ready, we'll go. That's the competitiveness in him. He always wants to win. He's trying to win every talking point, every negotiating, every conversation.
Including the conversation of whether...
There also remains ongoing uncertainty about who officially represents Floyd Mayweather in negotiations. While he has collaborated with different advisors and promotional figures over the years, including prominent boxing executives, it is sometimes unclear whether public comments come directly from him or from his team. Despite this lack of clarity, the main point highlighted is that all final decisions ultimately rest with Mayweather himself. He is consistently portrayed as the primary authority in every aspect of his career in business affairs, reinforcing his image of independence and control in boxing negotiations.
Anything else? I mean, who actually is the mouthpiece for, Paulie brought a great point, who is the mouthpiece responding for Floyd and his team? Is it actually Floyd that came to this, not announcement, but came to this, agreement? Yes, this is the contract we signed. Yes, it is a fight. Or was it representatives of Team Mayweather?
He's working with another individual, but again, this is all, it always goes through Floyd. I know that in the past, he had Leonard Ellerby representing him, briefly reconnected with Richard Schaefer, formerly of Golden Boy Promotions. And now Floyd has another representative that he works closely with. But look, at the end of the day, this is all about Floyd Mayweather and what he wants to do and what he's going to commit to. And he's his own man. We know that.
Yeah, we talked quite a bit about this yesterday, and again, we're going to be talking about this up until it actually does happen, but it is good to hear that it is officially on, so we don't have to have this he said, she said situation.
Easy.
But,
easy.
He said? There you go.
Manny Pacquiao suggests that Floyd Mayweather's hesitation to move forward with a fully sanctioned professional bout stems from concern over risking his undefeated record. In Pacquiao's view, that flawless record is more than just history, it serves as Floyd's primary marketing asset, helping him promote exhibitions, appearances, and major events while preserving an image of invincibility. He argues that a loss could weaken that commercial advantage, limiting Floyd's ability to market himself in the same way. At the same time, Pacquiao balances his criticism with respect, repeatedly acknowledging Floyd's skills as a fighter. However, he maintains that respect should not outweigh contractual obligations, insisting that Floyd honor the agreement and proceed with the bout as a professional fight rather than reframing it as an exhibition.
I think he's scared of losing. He's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
Then, that's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're undefeated fighter and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT. He can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8th division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. Yeah. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Manny Pacquiao believes the fight should have taken place earlier when both fighters were in their physical prime, suggesting that Floyd Mayweather avoided the risk of facing him at that stage. This supports Pacquiao's view that Floyd focused more on protecting his undefeated record rather than taking the toughest challenges available. They eventually met in 2015, and the bout became the biggest financial event in boxing history, generating huge pay-per-view numbers, though many fans were disappointed because it happened years past their peak. Pacquiao now presents a potential rematch as the most significant fight of his career, positioning it as an opportunity to settle legacy debates, particularly the question of who was truly greater. At this point, it's less about titles and more about legacy, pride, and rewriting the final chapter of their rivalry.
To me, this sounds like this comes down to what does Floyd value more, money or his own, right? And Manny, look, obviously it didn't go your way when you fought Floyd in 2015. Still the biggest fight in boxing history, business-wise, shattered all the records. Everything you accomplished, Max saying that you're number 2 pound for pound ever. That's right. If you do beat Floyd, where would that rank for you in terms of your accomplishments, even at this age?
At this age?
Yeah, wait, how would this rank as far as accomplishments if you
of
did
all the
beat
things
Floyd?
you've done in your career, the fights with Barrera, Morales, Ledwaba, Margarito, Mosley, Cotto,
at that age.
Hatton.
Yeah.
Like where would this rank?
This is the most important fight in my career because a lot of people like, you know, who is the greatest, who is the like the blah blah blah, who's the winner like that. Because Floyd Mayweather is just like running around, and he won the fight.
Joe Rogan explained that Floyd Mayweather's style evolved dramatically throughout his career. Early on, as Pretty Boy Floyd, he fought with more aggression, took greater risks, and often placed himself in dangerous situations. However, as he transitioned into Money Mayweather, he became far more patient and defensive, focusing on timing, control, and avoiding damage. Rogan emphasized how Floyd learned to wait for opportunities instead of forcing exchanges, then capitalize instantly when opponents made mistakes. That evolution is what made him so dominant in his later years, leading to one-sided performances and precise victories over elite fighters like Canelo Alvarez. He also noted that even dangerous opponents such as Shane Mosley struggled once Floyd adjusted during the fight, as he effectively figured out their rhythm and neutralized their offense.
I think so too, and it's also seeing the mistakes that other fighters have made. When you're growing up in the gym, you're seeing guys that spar too hard, or seeing guys that get hit too much, or seeing guys that take the wrong fights, or seeing guys that don't fight smart defensively. You know, one of the things that people forget is that Floyd went through a big transition of his own. If you go back to the early parts of his career and you watch when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was a much more aggressive fighter, and he would put himself in danger much more. And then when he became Money Mayweather, like as it got later and later in his life, he just got so much more brilliant defensively. And then he became the guy that you see shutting out Canelo Alvarez, stopping all these guys, just shutting everything down. He just became this defensive wizard to the point where you'd see world-class fighters like Sugar Shane Mosley, who did tag him, but other than that, didn't really know, once he recovered, he didn't really know what to do with Floyd. Floyd just had the answers to his style. He had figured him out.
When asked about the two legends facing off once more, Oscar de la Hoya joked that he might even approach the referee and try to get involved himself. He mentioned that their first encounter took place years ago and was just an average fight, and now they were set to do it again. De La Hoya said he views it mainly as entertainment, adding that he is unsure whether it will be an exhibition or a legitimate bout with official rules and smaller gloves, but if it does turn into a real fight under proper regulations, then it could make for a decent night in boxing. When asked for his prediction, he said he believes Floyd Mayweather would come out on top.
Reaction to two of your former opponents getting back in there in their mid-40s.
Well, maybe I can be the referee. Right? Let me get some action. Yeah, look. The first fight was many years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was an okay fight. Now they're gonna do it again. Apparently, it's all entertainment. That's the way I see it. It's all entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition or a real fight with real rules, small boxing gloves. You know, I don't know what they're gonna choose, but if they make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it? If it's a real fight, because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather.
Many analysts highlight the enormous financial achievements of both Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, particularly during boxing's peak pay-per-view era. Mayweather's estimated career income of roughly $1.10 to $1.20 billion comes from fight purses, shares of pay-per-view sales, promotional revenue through his own company, endorsements, and exhibition bouts after retirement. His business strategy revolved around self-promotion and securing favorable revenue splits, making him one of the highest-earning athletes in sports history. Pacquiao's estimated $575 to $600 million also reflects an incredibly successful career across multiple weight divisions, driven by major fights against top names like Oscar de la Hoya and others. However, his total earnings are slightly lower due to having less control over promotion compared to Mayweather. Both fighters also gained significantly from an era when boxing dominated pay-per-view television, allowing single events to generate hundreds of millions in revenue. At the same time, the discussion points to financial pressures and lifestyle expenses that can affect even the most elite athletes.
$1.1 to $1.2 billion.
Knox Locks.
Could you imagine?
Spending
what is he, 48?
And he's already
is he 48
spent
years old?
I don't know. But he's already spent all
and
of
he's like, he needs to. This is wild. It's wild to me.
He's got that lawsuit against Showtime. He says they owe him like $350 million, so that's pending. Whatever that's going to.
Is that included in that 1.1 billion?
Is that they owe him or he owes them?
But I'm just saying,
Which
if his career earnings is reported to be 1.1 billion, if you take away 300 million from that, which is still a whole lot of money, but I mean,
that is the estimated number based on his professional boxing career. That includes the fight purses, pay-per-view revenue shares, and promotions via the Mayweather Promotions endorsements, appearances.
Who comes out on top in this rematch, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao? Share your prediction in the comments.